Because you know what? She's more like LeBron than like. They got the same game plan to stop her. Yeah, like,
Oh,
you really
what a
think
hot
about
take to open with
And
before
that's
the
a hot
intro.
take to
it.
open.
Before the intro.
And that's a hot take to open. Sit your podcast down. Back to a full house. It's nice. G's in the building. All right, new background. Love it. Love it. Reek's in the building. No murder Reek today. Fresh out off the BA. No murder Reek.
No,
All
not
right.
no murder Rick today. Like South Carolina did God's work for me today. So
Oh God, not God's work. Not on the Sabbath. Not on the Sabbath. We're not gonna do that. All right. We got Drea's in the building too. Hello. Please,
Hello.
please.
Thank you for having me again.
Anyways, I ain't gonna respond to that. We fly here as well. Okay. As was alluded to, there's some LeBron-esque features to Caitlin Clark, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why. Okay, she is one of the goats of college basketball, especially on the women's side. Of course, we'll give her that. Yes, there is seemingly something missing. I think the hardware is missing. There's a lot of other stats being used to prop up this GOAT conversation. But to me, the reason she's like LeBron is not because of anything she's doing on the court. It's these weird cult-like fans that prop her up. And it's so crazy. So, for example, if you guys have seen, Diana Taurasi, they were asking her, SUP on ESPN was saying, hey, so they're killing it in college, right? What is it like with that transition? What's gonna happen? And Diana just said, like, reality is gonna hit you. You know what I mean? Like, now she said greatness will be great. She said, but it's gonna take some time, some adjustments, because when does it not? Going from a college anything to a professional anything. You're going from, again, a good elite group to the most elite to have ever done something. There's a learning curve there. And what do people go and say? She hates her. She's hating on her. She can't stand her. What the fuck are y'all talking about? It's insane. And I'm just like, again, in the same way I feel about LeBron, great. I love Caitlin, the player, but like the fans and all of this shit behind her, yes, I'll go into this as well. Staley's right. She has done great for their game, elevated her game. But we got to talk about why that is. Is she a great player? Yes. Tremendous. Where's she play at? Who backs her? As you know, a fellow member of the pod would say, them Tiki Torch Whites.
Tiki Torch Whites.
if instead of her being Caitlin Clark, she was Diamond Clark, and she was from Compton, would it be this? No, it wouldn't be. It'd be something completely different. So it's that. It's all the extracurricular shit that people try to find around her that makes it like, ugh. But I do think where it is now, she will, like LeBron, push the needle for women's sports potentially as a rookie, which they're going to apparently need because they're trying to separate the rights from the NBA, which is the worst business decision I've ever heard.
Different conversation.
Completely different.
This
but
LeBron comparison is killing me.
It's crazy. The best comparison you've ever made.
Right, because it's the fans and the goalpost moving.
Yes.
So it's like nobody else is like, yo, you're the GOAT without championships.
Especially in college.
Women's college basketball. Like all the great women's college players have chips.
Definitely.
Like you can't name one besides Caitlin Clark that doesn't have a ring.
Can y'all use a different comparison? LeBron has rings.
Right, he does. But I'm saying
in terms of the hype and the fanship, right, and the maneuvering of the narrative. That's what I'm saying.
He does have chips. Right, we think of it as LeBron, but it's like he doesn't have as many like he has a losing record in the finals. No other person in the NBA that's on the discussion for GOAT has a losing record in the finals.
That's how they're measured.
That's-
They're measured
right,
about
that's-
what they do in the finals.
Right. That's goalpost moving, which they do for Caitlyn a lot.
Can she be compared to like a JJ Redick or something? Like why LeBron?
She could, right? She could be. She could be.
That's not how they
That-
want to see her.
yeah,
She's not
right.
just JJ Redick. He's
Right.
a podcast host. That's what he is. You know?
He's a great like college JJ. What was
Yeah.
there ain't that much difference between
Spectacular.
Caitlin Clark
That's-
and JJ?
that's
JJ
all
was
I'm
a
saying.
monster
The
in
shoot-
college.
but
The the shot was just
the masses do not want it, and that's the point. They want her. She needs to be a goat. Is JJ Redick a goat of anything?
JJ Redick is closer to what she'll probably be.
Doesn't matter.
right, but that's not the point.
They don't care about that.
They don't believe that.
That's what she is.
Yeah.
She is JJ Redick.
I mean,
Like,
he had an amazing career too. Like,
Right,
I mean,
that's
this
what
is
I'm
not a
saying. Like,
diss.
yeah, they
This
don't
is not a diss
I
at
didn't
all.
say that, but is he a goat?
No.
Come on, man.
for college basketball. No,
He-
because
no.
he don't have
Well,
chips.
he
He,
wasn't-
don't have chips.
Is he a
Like,
goat
no.
for anything?
No.
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 He's
Caitlyn
a
is
great
considered-
player.
Caitlyn has been called a goat. Dawn took
She-
the highest of high road. She said she's a goat in our game. You are a goat in our game.
See, and
Literally.
That's what it is.
I think the push for her to be the GOAT has a lot to do with who she's up against. A lot of these black athletes that she plays against are not gonna fit into that mold of being the face of what they want for women's basketball, for women's college basketball. That's just not what they want. So the push for her to be the GOAT has more to do who she's up against than it really does have to do with her game.
They
When
need
she-
representation.
I
They
think
need-
it's
they need,
it's marketability. The WNBA hasn't moved into a point, I think, yet to where they can market behind a Jordan, like type of player. Right? I think they need, and more importantly, I think just they need her because I think her face is just more palatable than
To whom?
others to the masses. The numbers don't lie. They
You
were
saw them-
smacking the shit out of other things. The numbers don't lie, and that's
Yeah.
100%.
cooking.
They want to
She
see
was
Caitlyn
Right.
triumph.
Right.
It's 100%. Dawn
The
Staley
shoot
is one of
around
the
numbers
greatest.
Right.
were better than some of the.
Right. Like they want to see her. Like she's like, you know what? I found out who her college comparison is. Jimmer Fredette.
You gonna have somebody mad about that one. You guys might mad
What's the difference
about
between her
that
and
one.
Jimmer? Jimmer was breaking all types of records, pulling from 30 on
We
a
don't know
white
yet.
team, on a very white team on BYU. Duke always kept some black folks.
Oh, hell.
BYU was like as white as you can get. Maybe a couple tokens,
It-
pulling.
It does. You know what? Honestly, now that you say it, I'm hard to find holes with that reasoning. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Jimmer Fredette isn't a bad one, but again, just Jimmer was never considered in this light. He
No.
wasn't. And realistically, I mean, that also I will say the numbers suggest she's bigger than that from an impact standpoint. The numbers suggest that. And I get that.
Oh yeah,
Numbers mean
impact
something.
wise, yeah. I'm saying when you compare careers and her style of play, it's like
Right.
Jimmer Fredette was when he was in college.
Yeah,
And remember, they
was.
kept saying like, "Oh, Jimmer's better than Kimball Walker. He should be player of the year. And he should be this, that, and the third." And then you have people that actually knew better, like, "Yo, Jimmer ain't getting it off like that in the NBA. He's not gonna have the green light like he does at BYU in the NBA." And the same thing that WNBA players are saying about Caitlyn, like it's going to be a tougher transition because her weaknesses and flaws are so obvious that the WNBA players like, yo, we know why she's not going to be able to do this in the NBA because these are things that she can't really do, and we'll take away the stuff that she can do. So, UConn's game plan, SC's game plan, you kept hearing, so yo, force her right. No, because she can go right. She can make plays going right. She can finish going right. You want to force her left. And that's all they were doing because she can't drive left. She could shoot going left. She could shoot crazy going left. But if you take away the shot and force her to drive, she couldn't do nothing. That's why she struggled the last couple games. She can't really shoot going to her right. She could drive right, but she can't shoot going right. Those are like basic, and she can't play defense. So
She
one
does
thing,
not play defense.
She doesn't. And one
At
thing,
all.
one thing South Carolina exposed today, she was trying to hide guarding a freshman. and those freshmen gave her some work.
Not
Do
Definitely
they play?
giving
Do they
it-
play a lot of zone in WNBA? They don't play a lot of zone WNBA.
They
Do
don't play a lot of zone WNBA. They don't play a
Mm.
lot of zone. So it's like these
And
are
South
things
Carolina
that
made them get out of that zone though.
right. They made them come out. So it's like she had to guard somebody. She had to guard that freshman.
Mhm.
Tessa had,
It wasn't
a really
looking
good
good.
game. Right. So these are things that they see, and it's like, okay, these are things that's going to get exposed on the next level. Nobody's saying she's not a great player. Nobody's saying that she can't get better. But they're saying like she ain't going to come in and do what y'all think she's going to do because she's been allowed to get away with a lot of stuff that she's not going to get away with. later.
At least I think at least not right away. Like I think
Right.
there's going to be a learning curve that we have to expect. And we talked about it before, like last week. I enjoy the fact that people are watching it and like it's getting more attention. But like also when you build these people up to these unrealistic expectations and then they fail, it's like
It's really hard.
you're setting
For
them up
them
for
to do-
failure. You're setting her up for failure when you
Yeah.
do this. You really are.
Right. That's what they're
It's
doing.
hard for them to, yeah, it's going to be really hard for them to adjust. The harder for them to adjust because of all the hype. But I think also, I mean, Rick, you make a very good point as far as like talking about her game. Like I know more about Caitlin's game than I do about many of these other players' games because that's what is talked about, you know, versus where we're talking about a lot of the people that she plays against still talk about everything but her game.
I've heard
Like
nothing
Angel-
about Angel Reese's game
Right. They don't
Ever.
talk about
Yeah,
Angel
they
Reed's
don't-
game at
ever.
all.
At all.
She's a dog. She's
Ain't-
nice, and that's
ain't much.
That's
Ain't much
it.
to talk about.
Yeah, WNBA players like they ain't bagging on her like they say like, oh, Angel ain't gonna do the same thing she does either. They say the same thing, but nobody looks at it as hate when it's coming about Angel.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? When they talk about they
Because
say the
it's the
same
truth.
thing about Angel because it's the truth. But when Caitlyn is like, you're just a hater. She's gonna drop 30 in the league. She could play in the
So-
NBA. Like it's like, what are y'all
like,
talking about?
we got
Ice
that.
Cube offering her, what did he offer?
Right.
$5
Ice Cube
million?
offered her $5 million.
We got
Like-
we gotta
Right.
stop with this. Like
She got a guard, Joe Johnson.
Right.
six,
Six,
seven,
seven, go Joe
6,
Johnson.
8, Joe Johnson.
Somebody said
Like-
one reason. Give me
Right.
one reason why Caitlin Clark can't be in the NBA, and somebody had a picture of Draymond. It was
Right,
a,
like-
it was a
You imagine
Okay,
that shit?
right, but you hear the craziness? Like
It's
all these other
crazy.
great players that came before her that are more skilled, they ain't saying like, yo,
yo.
they could play in the NBA. But Caitlyn,
There-
because she could shoot a three.
So
There
so
were
let me ask
freshmen
ya-
that played an attorney that outplayed her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Does the WNBA need Caitlin Clark or the other way around?
No, they need Caitlyn.
Yeah,
They
for sure.
definitely
Don't
need
get
And they
it.
need-
Don't get it.
Definitely
Just
Yeah,
stop.
they,
Yeah,
and they
let's
need
not get it
another.
twisted.
They need
need
another racist story too. They need
Right.
another racist
Oh
They need
background.
another race
Yeah,
war.
So you said they got
Yo.
to tap into the
Oh, yeah.
racism.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like they gotta tap
Absolutely.
into it. Let her get in the beef with Asia Wilson. And then like you just
Oh my goodness!
that's where you
man.
gotta go with.
I've never
Yeah.
seen somebody say
Because
yo,
the white, I
racism
don't
is
think
good
that,
right
I don't
here.
think the white on
Damn.
white is gonna
Definitely
work.
need
Because
that.
right now it's
Definitely
like
need that contention.
yeah, the white on white ain't gonna work. Because right now it's like
No.
it'd be Tarasi and Breonna Stewart against Caitlin Clark, and they would destroy her. So it's like you're gonna need like you need that racial.
Damn, y'all
Need
need
that
that
dream
shit
team.
again. Yeah,
Right.
That American
Right.
You got the-
American dream
right.
team.
You need American right. You need the
Yo.
magic. You need
Yeah.
the magic Larry Stu perfection racism to
So
Yeah.
you saying she need to go to the league? She needs to be at the RNC convention with Trump. Like she got to go the whole
But
nine.
like,
Like,
she ain't got to do because
No.
Larry didn't have to do all that. She just be. She's already backed
be-
by the
you're-
tiki
she's-
torches.
she is
just
already
be you.
backed by them.
Just be good.
Yeah.
Just be good. That's it. Just be good.
Yeah, just one of
You'll
one of
be
her
their
friends
champion.
need to drop an N bomb or something. Like one of her friends, like
oh,
they
you
catch
really
one of her
got-
friends
Oh my god!
Right.
dropping it. Not her though. Not her though.
Here's a
Right.
WNBA.
Because-
She's
right,
not
'cause
love anymore. Yeah.
right.
Here's a
'cause the-
WNBA script, man. We giving y'all gold, man.
right. Because the other thing that added to the sauce of Magic and Larry went to Boston. He went to like the most racist city you could go to.
Come on, man.
Yo, I'm sorry, Boston. I've
Indiana-
been saying it for the longest. Y'all are the pinnacle of racism.
Hey,
Caitlin
Right.
Clark's going to Indiana, the birthplace of the Klan. So it's like you got it.
Hey.
You got it there. You
Yo.
got
right.
it.
This ain't even new to the WNBA. This
Right.
is a script that was already written. So
right. the
like I don't know why
script
they
is here.
Oh my goodness.
Like you ain't got to be the MCU and mess up the movies because the script is there. Just read the comics.
It's already there.
Just already
Don't change nothing.
Just read the comics. It's already there. It's already there. And then you get if you get Angel in LA and make her a star.
Man, oh man.
Oh, come on.
man.
Come on.
Yo, honestly,
Like-
I want to be mad at y'all, but this script
That
is
sounds
gold.
Listen,
really-
the Sparks
that
got the
sounds
second and fourth pick. The second and fourth.
Easy. This is
You can pick
easy.
eight, like this is an easy like
definitely could
You
see
know what I
that
mean?
being.
Sparks. I get it. Like I
That's
know you
money.
probably yeah,
That's
it's money. I know you're thinking about winning, right? So because I saw the mock draft and they like we gonna get like the big girl from Stanford who's nice, and we gonna get the other big girl from South Carolina 6'8". Can't teach that. But if you get Angel, you got seats, you got money coming in, you got like rivalry with Indiana, you got the race war, you got all of that.
Since you got the race war,
Hey,
Like,
I
couldn't
It's
have wrote
no-
it any
it's-
better.
you can't write it any better. This is
Yeah.
Magic and Larry all over.
I do think similar to how Magic and Larry kind of helped save the league, and then Jordan took it to another level. This may be their moment. They
Yeah.
trying to get a different. They kind of differentiate their rights from the NBA. You need people to watch this shit. I was telling you earlier offline, like legit, just a few years ago, the Liberty were playing at the Westchester Convention Center. That shit is tiny. Like legit, my little nephew in 8th grade had his championship game there. It ain't. We need something. This may be it. This may be what you need. A really good story to market. Caitlin got the fan. She's coming with that shit. She's gotten the casual fan excited.
They
Yeah,
gotta
We
get.
need-
They
we
gotta
gotta push
give.
powers behind it.
They
Right.
gotta
put
give
dots behind
Vegas
it.
some competition.
Yeah, make Vegas like the evil empire.
That's
Give
a
them like
fact.
make them come out
Mhm.
to Star Wars, Darth Vader music. You like make them do all of that.
Yo,
Like that, it's like that's what you got to do because that's treat them like South Carolina. Treat Vegas
production-
like South Carolina.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo.
The evil
You
empire.
made a
theme
very
music.
Treat
the
Vegas like
music
South Carolina.
choices. The
Yeah.
music choices. was-
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. Like that's how they should come out. Like every game. It's like,
Yo.
every game.
Hey,
Every
that's a
game.
fact. That's a fact.
Production
you,
value through the
It'll
roof.
work. It'll
And
work.
she need,
Like,
and I want her to kill too. I like she got to go off for like 40 a couple games. Like
Right.
it got to be like she can't come off and hit a long three and
Right.
then just sit the bench. No,
That-
she got to
that's-
come in.
Yeah.
right. That's what made Larry and Magic work because they could play. Like Larry came in cooking.
He
Like
was-
Larry, like Larry came in cooking. You
So
know
yeah,
what
I
I
don't
mean?
know how
We're
this
playing.
sounds, but we're rooting for Caitlin Clark. I don't know how this
Yeah.
sounds to
We have-
everybody, but
yeah,
we are
yeah.
rooting
We
for
don't
her.
have no problem with Caitlin. We don't have a problem
She's a
with
baller.
Caitlin.
Definitely don't have a problem
I
with
want her to
Caitlin.
She's
succeed.
nice.
It's the crazy fans. That's what it comes down to. But use them.
Right.
Absolutely.
If anything,
Right.
use them. Shit.
Right. Larry used him. He ain't want like Larry wasn't even like that. Just like,
Right.
hey, I just got no choice. They back me. Like I'm in Boston. Like
I'm in Boston.
What can I do?
Right. Like he even told himself, he's like, there's only one place I'd rather be, French Lick. And they was all mad because he thought he was gonna say Boston. Like he's like, I'd rather be home. I'd
Shit.
rather be
Good luck.
home in Boston.